What kind of freak would
kind
do
of
that?
wacko is mine.
That's what I'm saying.
But there's people out there that do. Faux show. Hey, if it's money.
It's like, I'm not trying.
It's like, it's time to start videoing myself all day, you know? Not actually.
Oh no, I left my phone in my car. What am I gonna do for a whole day?
Okay, we got y plus 2 over y over y minus 2 over 3y. Now we are doing complex fractions today, and what that all that means is it's got a fraction within a fraction. So see, we're got a fraction, then you got a giant fraction bar there. Fraction bar means divide, so this is actually just a division problem. This one's relatively simple, starting off with the easy ones and working our way up. When the denominator on each piece is as simple as it can get, there's only one. Hey, by the way, check this out. We now have a working smartboard.
Oh, is that why you always use that thing?
Yeah, because the smartboard hasn't been working, and I turned in a request on July 18th, November 29th at 3:51 p.m. It was fixed. I noted that. Alright, so anyway, when there's only one denominator on that section, like no worry about the bottom yet, then it's already as simple as it can get. So same thing down here. There's only one denominator on that section, so it's as simple as it can get. So all we got to do is rewrite this using y'all's keep, change, flip kind of story here. So this will be y plus, no, I couldn't get it out. Y plus 2, keep that, change it to multiply, flip, 3y over y minus 2. Okay? Now, there's only one thing that you get to ninja on that. Everybody see it? The y, good. So on the top, I've got left y plus 2 times 3. I normally put 3 first. And on the bottom, I've got left y minus 2. And that's it. People always want to know, well, can you distribute the 3 on the top? Yeah, you can. If you wrote 3y plus 6, that's the same thing. You can do that. It doesn't change my answer any. It just makes it look different. So the only reason I would personally do that is if this wasn't a choice on the multiple choice. So I would, okay, what if I distribute the 3? Is that a choice? Pretty easy, pretty simple. Looks like it was difficult, but wasn't much to it. Okay. Alright, let's do one where we've got to do a little extra. I got 4 minus 3 over x over 5 minus 1 over x. Alright, this one is not as simple. Okay, if I look at both of the fractions, if I look at the top only, this actually has 2 denominators on top. Even though you don't see one with a 4, that's understood 4 over 1, isn't it? So 1 and x, I've got 2 different denominators. Same thing on the bottom. 1 and x, I've got 2 different denominators. So it's not just ready to change and flip. I got to simplify everything on the top and get it down to 1 denominator. I got to simplify everything on the, forget now, I've got a smart one. Got to simplify everything. That's my undo button. It's supposed to be right there.
Is that nothing?
I like the fourth thing.
I got to simplify everything on the bottom and get it down to 1 denominator.
There it is, right there.
Where?
Little clicker. It's right there above the pins.
No, the undo button. I got like a forward dude.
I thought you said the clicker.
Redo. I want to
Yeah,
redo
undo and
this.
redo.
Alright, so to simplify that numerator, I need to get, this is what we did yesterday, I need to get a common denominator of x on that. Okay, so this was a 1, we multiplied it by x, so what do we got to do on the top? Multiply that by x. Okay, the 3 over here already had the x, so we didn't change that. Okay, so now I can write that, since I got a common denominator, I can write that over 1 denominator, 4x minus 3.
Yeah, I'm confused.
Okay. Looking only at the top, don't worry about the 5 right now. To subtract these, we've got to get a common denominator. what will 1 and x both go evenly into? No, x times what would equal 1? You can't make anything go into 1, it's prime. It's always got to go into the other thing. You can make 1 times x equal x, so they'll both go into x. Okay? So to make this 1, does it help you if I put a 1 there? To make that 1 go to x, we had to multiply it by x. So we multiply the top by x. And the 3 already had it, so we didn't change it. It just stayed. Okay? So now we're looking at a new numerator there with 1 denominator. That was the goal of that, to get 1 denominator. I got to do the same thing on the bottom. I got to get 1 denominator. I hadn't even attacked this big fraction bar yet. I got to simplify top and bottom. So on the bottom here, what would be my denominator on that? What will 1 and x both go into? X. So I'm going to set that up with x's again. Minus. All right. What do I need to multiply the 5 by? X. Good. What do I need to multiply the 1 by? Nothing. Good. So now, since my denominator is x, I can put that 1 time 5x minus 1. So there's my new denominator. Okay, we are just now to where our first problem was. So this would read 4x minus 3 over x over 5x minus 1 over x. So we're just now to where we were on the first problem. So you're ready to do your multiplying by the reciprocal or your keep, change, flip. So I'm going to keep the top one the same, 4x minus 3 over x, change it to multiply, flip the bottom one so that x goes on top.
That's right.
Yes.
That's right.
Yes.
I am working on your all calls. You just need to hear the high school, correct?
Correct.
All right, I'm about to test it and just call you back and let you know. Let me know if you hear it.
Okay. Wouldn't it be a miracle if my smartboard and intercom worked in the same week?
That'd be freaking awesome.
Test, test, test.
He said he would call.
Say yes, yes, yes.
Coach Wright,
Yes.
were you able to hear that?
I heard it loud and clear.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
That's funny. What if everybody else is like, why? Yeah.
Let's do that in the middle of class, though. We can do that. Yeah. All right. Ninja. So all we got left on top is 4x minus 3. All we got left on bottom is 5x minus 1. That's it. It's like my third period class has 30 people in it. It's my biggest class, completely full. Whenever I was complaining every day about the smartboard not working, and I told them, I'm pretty sure I know what's wrong, because I'm not dumb. I know how to fix electronic stuff if it's mild. I said, I think when they replaced the lights this summer, they disconnected the cord up there somehow. Maybe it got cut, maybe it got smashed, maybe it got unplugged. So I kept complaining. They send our maintenance people in here. During third period, every seat is full with a ladder to start getting in the ceiling and check those. He said, I'm here to look for a broke cord. I said, right now? Yep, gotta do it right now if you want it done.
They said that.
Uh-huh. But then all he did, he put it right in the middle and checked one spot and said, nope, it's good, and left. And guess what it was? It was the cord. It was actually like around back here where it was unplugged there.
You're a daggone electrician.
I don't know. I should have just got up in the ceiling and did it myself. Then I'd have probably got electrocuted. Miss Stewart
Stop
told
ground yourself, it'll be good.
Miss Stewart told me when her room was like in that main hall where I guess Coach Chancellor's is now, I don't know. She said she would come back in the mornings and her room would be trashed. Like paper strode everywhere and stuff chewed up, and she's like, some animal's getting in my room at night. So she told the maintenance people there was an animal getting in the room, and they came and looked like, yep, there's an animal getting in the room, and they left. So she's like, well, what am I supposed to do? So she got a trap, put it in her room. A live trap. She got a live trap, but she got a possum in her room. It was coming from the ceiling, and like on that where that TV is over there, it would come from the ceiling and down the cord, and just have a good old party in her room, and then go back up in there.
That is awesome. Hey.
So I would get up in there and get electrocuted, and then a possum would attack my face.
Possums have like rabies.
Possums are dirty.
I don't know what possums are. Are they the long ones that are like
Well,
They're the ones
they're
that
not
look like
skinny.
rats.
yeah, they're like
They're big and fat. They got a long tail, and they're gray.
Possums in our
Yeah.
yard all the time.
I used to go outside and be like,
Dead.
like you know, like get away, and they'd be like,
They take me into it.
I was like,
Get away.
I was like, back up, and I'd try to run at it until leave, and it was like
I did say the baby one time.
not
You
scary.
don't run at them, Shelby. You go inside and wait for him to leave.
It's gonna attack my cat.
I never touched it.
Hold on, this is one we just did. I got distracted talking about
With
possums.
the paintball gun or BB gun, 'cause you don't have another gun.
Let's do one we haven't done yet.
Have you ever seen a paintball gun?
Yeah, Mitty is not.
We have a different possum in our yard every day. Because we live so close to the woods.
All right, here we got 3y plus 4 over y plus 1 over 2y minus 3 over y. Okay, so let's just do one section at a time. Let's look only at the top. What will our common denominator of the top be? Good, y plus 1, right? So I'm going to put y plus 1 on both pieces. Now this 3y here, it didn't have a y plus 1 at all, so I got to multiply it by y plus 1, right?
Right.
This 4 already had it, so I don't have to mess with that. Now what would I do now to simplify that top? Good, so that's going to make that a 3y squared plus 3y. Now when I write that with the 4 all over one denominator, I'm going to have 3y squared.
She wrote it. You wrote it.
Oh, I'm sorry, is this what y'all were talking about over there? I wrote that wrong? Thank you. 3y squared plus 3y plus 4 all over y plus 1. Write it right that time, you doofus. Okay, so there's our new top. Okay. All right. What about the, we ready? We okay? What about the denominator down here? 2y minus 3 over y. Y, so let's set that up. Okay, what did I have to multiply 2y by? So that's going to make it 2y squared. What did I have to multiply the 3 by? Nothing. So this one will be 2y squared minus 3 over y. Okay, so there's your new denominator. Now we're ready for multiplying by the reciprocal, your keep change flip. So I'm going to have 3y squared plus 3y plus 4 over y plus 1. I keep that one like it is. Change into a multiplication. And flip in the other one. Y over 2y squared minus 3. Alright, do you see anything that we can ninja? Nope.
You can factor the top with one.
Okay. Let me, we'll look at what Leah said just did. I can't ninja the y's because this one's part of a binomial and this one's part of a binomial. What Leah was asking is, can we factor this piece? I'm not real sure. Let's check it and see. I hope so, because if not, we're not going to be able to simplify a whole lot. A times c is 12. Are there any factors of 12 that add to 3? 1 and 12, 2 and 6, 4 and 3? No? There's not any factors, so can't factor that. So we're not stuck. We just got to go ahead and do the multiplication, don't we?
Prime.
It's not prime when it's a multiply, but I like your effort. So on the top, I'm distributing a y. I don't even know where I got this problem from, to check and see if I'm on the right road. Where did I just make this up?
That's all.
Oh, there it is, there it is. We're on the right road. Alright, so that's 3y cubed plus 3y squared plus 4y. This is what happens when there's nothing to ninja. Over, what do I need to do down here on with these two on the bottom? They're both binomials. Foil them, so on my first, that gets me 2y cubed. My outer, that's minus 3y. And on my inner, that's plus 2y squared. So I did it like that so I could wait a second and put it in standard form. So this will be plus 2y squared minus 3y. And then on my last, minus 3. That's it. And that is correct. Good job. Send me a life preserver.
This is too deep for my morning. Floaties.
Oh me, oh my, what'll I do? Don't got an elephant to tie my shoe. You're gonna do what it weighs 5 tons.
Well, I'll raise it good so I can ride it.
Yeah.
All over the house. Yeah, no, it's gonna crush your house.
How are you gonna afford to feed it?
What do they eat? They eat hay?
Oh my god.
Look how big they are, how much you're gonna have to feed.
Wow. I'll have to go buy some
Eat an
roast
elephant.
cereal
That doesn't make them grow.
shrinking. Oh my god.
Oh.
Well, I actually want to make it
Think about Peyton.
Coach Ray,
Hey,
do you think that this foot can tie a shoe? Are you serious?
I think this one could. It's style.
Oh my gosh, gosh.
y'all sure? It can do it with its trunk.
Trump? What you say, Trump?
Make America great again.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's not
they
what we
recounted
can
your.
Yeah,
What
here
is this
comes
gonna
Michigan.
do?
Trump
You need
flew through
to-
it by more than I thought he did.
That's funny.
No, see, it has a
Oh.
little.
Busting us.
It has a little like.
Alright, this one is actually a little bit easier. Okay, reason it's a little easier. Look back in your notes and compare this to the previous ones. On the top section, there's only one denominator. Yeah, it's a binomial, but it's still just one piece, right? If this had said 5 over y plus 2 plus something else, that would be like the rest of them. You see the difference in them? Same thing down here. One denominator. So it's a little bit easier.
You can pull that, or,
Factor,
Yeah,
yes you
that
can. This bottom one right here is my favorite, difference of squares. So when we do our keep, change, and flip, we're going to factor that using difference of squares, and that's going to let us ninja something.
yeah. Right.
Y'all enjoy making fun of my ninja math. That's what. Alright, we're flipping this one. Y squared minus 4. That's y plus 2, y minus 2. And then that's all over negative 3. Okay? Way less here, your y plus 2, they go. So on the top, you got 5 times y minus 2. On the bottom, you just got negative 3. I like it. Make it a 1. Yeah, and so anybody that watches this is going to hear all about possums and smart boards and intercoms. So everybody's going to be going, what's she talking about? Yeah.
And Trump.
Yep.
And baby elephant.
We were talking about baby elephants in Brazil.
I get one from Chris. The birthday already happened. That's why we have to do it next time. So
I know there's another one.
When you talk about baby animals, do you have to use that voice?
it makes it even more cuter.
More cuter.
Yeah. I don't know, does that work?
No.
It's not?
More cuter, you don't do more and ER both.
It's
It's
just
one or the
more
other.
cute
Okay.
or cuter.
Okay. We aren't in English, but okay.
You're so offended.
No, our English class is really just politics when I want.
Why don't you tell her to shh?
We're not supposed to talk about that.
I'm not, I'm just saying, we're not learning anything about English.
It's okay.
All we learn
It's
about
all on
is Hillary.
Literally all we learned about Hillary and
No
we
one
brought
cares about
essays. Like she'll
And
just
the citizen said one time, he said, can we get somewhere that's not anti-allegory?
I would rather have a helicopter.
Dang.
Alright, this one, shh. Back, this one's got two denominators on both pieces, so this one's back to a little bit more work to do. I'm going to start you on it, and then you're going to finish this one. So look on the top piece. What will X and Y both go evenly into?
XY.
XY. So I'm going to have XY minus XY. Okay? On the bottom piece, it's the same, isn't it? So it's going to be an XY and an XY. Okay, I normally don't mix it up. I normally finish top and bottom, but since it was the same that time, I just couldn't resist.
Shaking it up.
Good, Sydney. 4Y on that piece. Everybody see what Sydney knew there? And 4X on that piece. And won't it be the same down here?
Yep.
4Y, 4X. Now all I need to do, since I've got common denominators, put it over 1. 4Y minus 4X over XY. Say on the bottom, so we got a plus sign. Told you I was letting you finish, and we're about done. I misled you. Keep, change, flip. We ready? We got one denominator.
Ready.
4y minus 4x over xy. I kept that one the same. I changed it to a multiply. Flip the second one. That lets me get my ninja sword warmed up. So we got 4y minus 4x over 4y plus 4x. So don't circle that one.
Why can't you mention the
Okay. I can't mention the 4y because I can't pick apart a binomial. But I can take a 4 out of the top and a 4 out of the bottom. Can I?
What about 2 to the 4?
No, because one's negative.
Okay, we'll just simmer down here. If I take a 4 out of the top, that'd be y minus x. Look at Sydney getting this. If I take a 4 out of the bottom, that'd be y plus x. So then the 4's so we got y minus x over y plus x. That's it.
Okay, you did not let us finish that.
I know, I said I misled you when we got almost there. So I'm going to give you one now.
The first one I didn't even write down.
I'm really just kidding. I don't care if you do this one or not.
Well, you got to practice. How do you know if you can do it if you don't practice?
Well, what if some people just sit there and wait for you to go over it and coach right?
Yeah,
Then
that
they're not
happens
getting
a
very
lot.
much practice.
But then you got the people that don't even know I gave them one, you know. You got those people.
I hope you're ashamed.
I'm not.
I like her braces.
Wonderful. Alright, I want you to try one. 6 plus 1 over x over 7 minus 3 over x. Try that one on your own. Go.
But I don't want to look that up.
Let's see.
Hey, is this thing?
If I come tomorrow. I don't think it will. I think it
Oh, I thought you were going to say no.
Alright,
Y'all did get that.
on the numerator, I've told you your common denominator is going to be x, because that's like a 1, so 1 and x both go into x. So the 6, I need to multiply it by x. The 1, I don't need to do anything to. So we've got 6x plus 1 over x. Down here on the bottom, 7, I need to multiply it by x. The 3, I don't need to do anything to. So I've got 7x minus 3 over x. Pretty easy one there now for your keep change flip. 6x plus 1 over x. Kept that one. Change to multiply. Flip. Take the reciprocal. X over 7x minus 3. Not much you can ninja, but you still get 2. So on the top, we got 6x plus 1. On the bottom, we got 7x minus 3.
That's what I got.
That's a winner chicken dinner.
I really like
What'd you get?
And then pull it off because I messed up.
Here, where is it? Can you not circle it? What's your problem?
I'm not circling
Yes, so. What's your problem?
everything. It's math. It's like
I don't know how you got that, but I respect that you did.
Alright,
I failed. I got that.
tomorrow's stuff, we're fixing to call this a wrap. Tomorrow's stuff is going to deal with putting this into equations. It was all expressions so far because it didn't have an equal sign. Tomorrow we're going to look at solving it with equations.
Yay!
Maybe my glasses for our question.
I think you get a test and I think 100 on it.
What are you going to ask?
I need a letter of recommendation.
You know, if it's not hard, you know, it will be hard.